What's up guys? So in this video, I'm gonna show you why you're probably buying a laptop wrong. And I'm gonna run through some of the things you should be looking for when you decide to purchase a laptop. Let's get started. So one of the first things you have to do is go in with some minimum requirements. And those minimum requirements are usually like an i5 core, at least 8 gigs of RAM. Some people will suggest 4, but I think 8 is that sweet spot. And try to get an SSD, which is a solid state drive, rather than a hard drive. Those solid state drives are a lot faster and they're a lot more reliable and definitely work a lot better in the long run. So past your minimum requirements, the next thing that you're going to want to do is kind of pick a platform. And you probably already know what platform you like because it's probably whatever platform you're currently on. So if you're on Windows, you're probably going to want to stick with Windows. If you're using a Chromebook, you're probably going to want to stick with a Chromebook. And if you're in that Apple ecosystem, it's really difficult to leave that. So you're probably going to want to stick with that Apple ecosystem, even though those are really expensive and really costly laptops. But if you're already in, you're in. Now, if you're going Windows or Chromebook, you're probably going to have to make a decision of whether you want kind of like a hybrid of a laptop or a laptop with a tablet. My suggestion is always to go one way or the other. If you're going to go tablet, go full tablet. If you're going to go laptop, go full laptop. Just bear in mind that when you go into those hybrid areas, they do certain things well on each end, but they don't do everything as well as if you were to get an independent device. So if you're getting a laptop alone versus a laptop and a tablet, that laptop is going to function and operate better as a laptop. I think it's kind of all in. And remember that you can do a lot of things on the tablet, but if you really need the functionality, power, and kind of processing of a laptop, then I don't think there's really many tablets out currently that would help you in the way of a laptop. Even if you were to go to something as powerful as the iPad Pro, still not a laptop. It's still running a stripped down version of iOS. So a lot of the apps and things that you would use on a laptop don't function the same way as a tablet. So kind of keep that in mind when you're making your decision of even getting a laptop versus a tablet. One of the other things you have to kind of decide is choosing the right size. You want to make it as portable as possible. These things are supposed to be portable devices. Even though you can get some really big, beautiful screens, you're going to have to carry around that big, beautiful screen with you. Keep that in mind as you choose the right size for you. I would always say that, go out, get one of the book bags or carrying cases that you already have and make sure that your laptop can fit snugly into that carrying case. Go to the store, kind of hold it, feel it, check the weight of it, and make sure. Remember, you're going to be carrying these things around a lot, so weight does play an important factor in it, and that's why it's on the list. This never used to apply too much to Apple, but recently with their debacle of the butterfly keyboard and their trackpads, go check trackpads and keyboards. This is probably one of the most overlooked things that people don't realize become an important thing later on. It's so important to have a nice clickable, typable keyboard that you like to type on. It's nice to have a really great trackpad that functions properly. Go to some of these forums, go to some of these Amazon reviews. You'll see a lot of people mention trackpads and keyboards because it becomes so important later on in the usage of the actual laptop itself. So while you're looking for a new one, definitely add this on your list as something that you definitely want people to tell you about. I ran into the issue of buying a new MacBook Pro and I'm not in love with typing on the keyboard at all, and it makes the usage of that laptop so much less for me. Keyboards, trackpads are very important. And at the beginning of the video, I told you the minimal specs. Speccing your laptop is definitely another very important part, and you want to focus on 3 key areas, which is the processor, the RAM, and also the storage. Those are really 3 of the key things that you want to make sure you customize to your will. The average user is really going to focus on anything other than that. The processing power of the laptop itself, the ability to handle the different processes you're doing in the laptop. The RAM is going to handle the speed and the different things that can function at the same time in the laptop. And the storage, that SSD is really quick. It's really fast when you're accessing information from your storage drive. And I'm going to say 16 gigs of RAM is probably going to be too much for the average user, but if you can get 16 gigs of RAM, it kind of future-proofs you a little bit later so you can keep your laptop a little bit longer, and you'll notice it runs a lot better with that extra RAM. But if you can only go with 8 gigs of RAM, definitely. If you're going less than 8 gigs, I wouldn't suggest it because, you know, we are used to instant gratification in this world, and 8 gigs of RAM is going to give you as close to instant gratification with your laptop as possible. Now, the final two things on the list is going to be budget and battery life. And I kind of lumped these two together because it's probably, battery life is something that people don't think about anymore, ironically. Things, again, are portable, so you want to make sure you're getting something that's going to last you as long as you need it to last you. How long are you going to be away from a charger? What exactly are you going to be doing with it? How portable does it need to be? If you're sitting at your desk, you don't have to worry about portability. But if you're traveling a lot, you're going on airplanes, you're going on trips, these things are going to need to be as portable as possible, so battery life does play a factor. Budget kind of gets factored into the overall speccing of the laptop itself. I would just say set a budget price for yourself, something that's reasonable. Don't get crazy like a $200 laptop. If you're gonna go like to a $600-700 laptop, try to look for some open box items. Try to find something that fits in a nice price range that's gonna last you for a long time. Spend the right amount and make sure you focus again on those three things. Spec out your RAM, your storage, and your processor before you do anything else, and then budget your purchase around those three things. And if you have a little bit extra, throwing some extras, you know, like whatever else you need as an accessory for the laptop, but always make sure you focus on those three things: processor, RAM, storage. Now I'm going to give you a little bonus one that not a lot of people think about, and I didn't really think about as much either until I got my iPad Pro. Now the iPad Pro is an awesome laptop, but it doesn't have that many connections. It has USB Type-C connections only. I had a lot of USB devices that I couldn't use without a dongle that's connected into the USB Type-C to access it. So ports are important based on what you're connecting. If you have a lot of things that are legacy USB, the old school type USBs, and you're going with a laptop that's strictly USB Type-C, you're going to have to dongle it up, buy an accessory, so that factors into your budget as well. So if you can get something that supports a legacy connection, if you need a legacy connection, then that definitely does play into your purchasing. Keep that in mind. Bonus tip. All right, guys, so I passed the question on to you. What's important for you when you're looking to purchase a laptop? Is it memory? Is it processor? Is it RAM? What are you having on your list? List those things down below the video to help some other people out that are probably looking to purchase a laptop. Go ahead and share your list in the comment section down below. Comment, share, ask questions, let us know, share your voice. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and until next time, peace out.